Hi everyone, it's Robin. I have a video to share with you really quick, just a tip that probably wouldn't apply to a lot of people, but I was asked to demonstrate how I add a D-ring to the spine for my binding technique, and so I just wanted to just share that really quick. I'm going to share two different ways. The first one is the pre-big bite way. I'll show you that first. I'll make one hole that way, the old way, I guess, and then one with the big bite. Okay, the first thing I do is I have a template, and how I got that, this is really rough, you guys. This is not, I didn't make this for the demonstration. This is just what I use, so it's not pretty. But what I did was I took the size D-ring, and this is one of the larger D-rings, and I just lined it up right, sideways, kind of guessed. You can see, I don't know if you can see in the video my pen markings, but all I did was I tried to put it in the center of the width of my spine. Now, of course, for yours, you would have cardstock or, pattern paper covering this, but this is on the inside of the spine piece, by the way. I do all the marking on the inside, and I just kind of marked where it was. And this was scrap, so this is what I use as my template. I don't use this for the width apart for the large D-ring. Okay, now what I do for the old-fashioned way, or the pre-big bite way, I just kind of line my template up on my spine piece, which is, I'm using medium weight chipboard here. I don't necessarily even mark anything, although, you know what, I will. I'll mark for this one. Just kind of mark where I want my holes. And I'm going to use this one the old-fashioned way, or the pre-big bite way. Not really old-fashioned, but you know what I mean. And then I'll do this one with the big bite. And then I just set, this is a, I don't know what it's called, it's an eyelet setter, I guess, but it has like a hole in here, and this is just for relief for the chipboard that gets stuck down in there, so you can pull that out. It has a hole right here, and that's what makes the hole in whatever you're, setting your eyelet in. And I just take my hammer, excuse the noise, I'm sorry, okay, and then you have the hole. Now the big bite way, which is a lot nicer because it's quiet, I just kind of set the second hole in here. Try and do this where you can see it. Line it up in the, line this hole up with the hole on here. Is this even picking this up right there? Okay, and then I'm going to have to do this where you can't see it because I need to be able to line it up. And I just do that. Okay, now the next thing I do, obviously open up my D-ring like that. So then what I do is I take my D-ring, and this is on the outside or the showing side of the spine. I set it in the top hole and just kind of swing it around. Then you kind of pinch it together. You see how I just kind of slid it down in there? Do that, and then I close up the D-ring and then push it that way. That's all I do. You can set eyelets in there, the extra large eyelets. I've used the Stampin' Up! Ones, and they work well, and it doesn't wiggle around as much to do that. Let me do that again for you so you can see that. There may be an easier way, I don't know. This is just the way I do it. There are more than one way, I'm sure, but okay, stick it in the top hole. This is the outside of your spine. Stick it in the top hole, swing it around, put it in the hole. You see it looks like this at this point. Now I just begin to push these two together and snap it, and then straighten it out like that. And then when you get your fibers in place, it holds it in place. When you bind your book together, it makes it where this doesn't have any play because your pages are holding it in place. So I hope that that's been helpful. One last tip before I go. I had a couple of clogged glimmer mist, and over here in Ireland I haven't seen where you can get the refill sprays. Someone had mentioned, I think it was Heidi Swap, that you can just call them and they'll send you a new one, but I'm international, that's not really an option. But what I did find, and just for everybody, that to keep your eyes open, a lot of lids don't fit on here, but I just happened to have had a refill for Tresemme hairspray, and it fit perfectly. So it totally solved my problem, and it was something I had local to me, something I could get the same day if I was in a hurry to get this fixed. for a project or something. But just a tip that, you know, some of the other sprayers on the market do fit the Glimmer Mist. So again, I hope that that's been helpful to somebody. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a great day. Bye-bye.